All right, this tutorial is for the double-sided hospital mask. You will see that we have 2 layers with 3 pleats. The materials that you'll need will be 2 10x7 pieces of cotton cloth that have been cut and 2 32-inch cotton ties. The first thing that I do is I just go over each individual piece of fabric just with the iron quickly to make sure that there's no wrinkles in it. My first pleat that I'm going to make is the bottom of the mask. We're going to do the top one as well. You can see that you can do it with or without putting pins in there. It really is whatever is more comfortable for you. Because the iron's hot and we're using 100% cotton, you'll start seeing a little bit of shrinkage. That's completely normal. And my pleat fold is a little over like a half, right between a fourth and a half. So it doesn't have to be perfect. You can kind of see my seam didn't come out perfectly straight. I'll just go back and fix that. I'm going to do that twice. Iron, fold. Now what this is this is the seam for the top and the bottom of the face mask. Once I have done the top and bottom on both pieces of cotton, I'm going to attach them together. Place bottom to bottom, top to top, doesn't matter there. Make sure that they're lining up. You can tell that that's not perfect. That again is okay. We're going to make our first pleat, our first fold. You're folding both fabric pieces together. You'll fold your second. And then the third. You don't want your mask to be shorter than 3 inches. Okay, then you'll just go through, take off those pins on the side, go ahead and heat up those folds, get them nice and tight. Depending on how hot your iron is, I just plugged mine in so it's not real warm right now. So it may take just a moment. Now the prep time for this mask is what takes the most amount of time. You're going to pull your 2 pieces apart, okay? You can see that you have your first fold with your top and bottom. You want those facing inward. Go ahead and put your iron on that. If that pleat comes apart, that's okay. Just do it again, put it on. Once that's set, you'll go ahead and do that with the opposite side of that material, because we're going to, again, this is to hide all those seams. So we're going to fold that and we'll iron that as well. Now, you'll see that I have my first string I have folded in half. Careful not to burn yourself, but I'm just going to place that right there. And again, you don't have to do this. I'm doing this just for the purpose of this video, to make it easier to see what I'm doing. You can tell that I'm just going to lay those 2 pieces together and sandwich in that string. I'm going to go ahead and pin that string in between the 2 fabrics, okay? Because that's going to be the side for the tie for the side. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing on the opposite end. Now the nice way of doing this, you can kind of see I have it laying up against my chest as I fold it out. I didn't get it quite straight, that's okay. Just fix it and put the iron on. I'll get the string ready. Once that's set, come back through. Now again, this is not a step that you need to do to hold it down. Again, I'm just doing that for the purpose of the video. I'm going to fold where I think it would go. I can kind of measure it up, tell if it's a little too long or too short. I can modify that. And now this takes a little bit of coordination. You can see that I've got that sandwiched in. I'm going to go ahead and iron that so it stays nice. Once you've got that pleat in, I'm going to go ahead and put a pin to hold it because I'm holding that string in. And now we're going to move over and sew it. The sewing actually takes very little. We're going to do 1 large rectangle. Join me at the sewing machine. I'm going to take out that first pin. Tom, if you could come over here and try to get a good, most of you who have sewn before, I'm going to put my first seam in. I'm going to start at the bottom or top, whichever it is, and just run a single stitch through the mask. I'm coming up on my first corner. I'm going to backtrack just to seal that really good. I'm going to lift up my foot and turn the fabric. Now, something, because this gets the most use, I'm going to go ahead and go back over this a couple times. One, because it has a lot of folds in the fabric. Two, I just really want that to be secure. So I'm going to make what's basically going to be a little box on the side. Just so I know that that's nice and secure. Great. Again, it looks like that moved. I'm just going to fix that. I'm going to come over here on this corner. One last seam. Now, you can do that in multiple ways on how you would like to take off the seams. If you want to do it a different way on the sides, that's up to you. There's more than one way to do something, so I just cut off all of my fabric, or the threads, make sure it's nice and neat. And there we have our finished mask.